What's up, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to talk about what you need to do if you want to start a property management company. First of all, what are the duties of a property manager? Property managers manages real estate on behalf of owners, maintain properties, ensures profitability, and manages stakeholders' interests. If you want to get into property management, I will talk about a few things you need to do to get going in the business. Number one is structure your business. Choose a name and legally register your business. For example, you have to create an LLC or an S Corp, or both, honestly, and have a place to work out of, so make sure you find an office space that fits your needs. Number two is licensing. Obviously, states vary, but I will talk about California just for conversation purposes. For California, you need a broker's license. To get your broker's license, you need to have a record of being a licensed salesperson for at least a couple of years. There are different types of property management licenses, such as a CPM, which is a certified property manager, a CPR, which is a certified property representative, an RMP, which is a residential management professional, and a ARM, which is an accredited residential manager. And for California in particular, there is a CCRM, which is a California Certified Residential Manager. Now, obviously, depending on the state you're in, there's going to be different rules and regulations, so make sure you do your research on what kind of licenses you need to get going with your property management business. Number three is create a property management contract. There's a few things you need in your property management contract, so here's a few of the main things. The property management contract will highlight the contract term, whom the contract is between, for example, your company and a property owner, what the property management company is responsible for, including maintenance of the property, tenant acquisition, tenant management, including collecting rent, repairs, and emergency maintenance, other ongoing monthly costs and responsibilities, what the property management company is not responsible for, breakdown of fees owed by the property owner to the property management company, responsibilities of the property owner, and a hold harmless clause. For example, this clause is a legal statement that absolves one or both parties of legal liabilities should any injuries or damage be incurred by one of the parties signing the contract. And lastly, the termination clause. Number four is property management software. Now, as a property manager, it's very important that you find a software that fits your needs. Regarding property management software, there's several of them. For example, Yardi, Appfolio, Buildium, Rent Manager, and there's a ton of them. But keep in mind, it depends on if you want to do residential or commercial, because some of these softwares are specifically for one or the other. The software is supposed to help you manage the properties, collect rent, organize tasks, communication with tenants and property owners, keep track of invoices to vendors, and keep track of history with the tenants. Number five is vendors, contractors, and handymen. It is important to have several contractors and handymen and make sure they are all licensed and insured. As you grow your property management business, you will need a handful of contractors and handymen to work with to ensure all maintenance problems are taken care of. Number six is leasing vacancies. As a property manager, you will always have vacancies, and one of your responsibilities are to make sure vacancies are filled up and the property is fully leased to generate income. Make sure your property management company has a leasing department, whether it's yourself, you have a leasing team, or you hire a leasing broker. Number seven is employees and team. Now let's talk about the roles within a property management company and what you need from your team. You're going to need additional property managers to oversee multiple properties, administrative support for your office space or daily operations, sales representatives to help build up client relationships and attract new clients, human resources professionals to help oversee the payroll and benefits for full or part-time employees, finance professionals to help all account payables and account receivables, leasing agents to obviously show vacant spaces, maintenance managers and maintenance staff to handle both routine and emergency maintenance and repairs, marketing specialists to help create your website, manage your social media, build your brand, and create great marketing material. You're definitely going to need a good accountant, a real estate attorney, honestly I can't stress that one enough, or a law firm on retainer, contractors, and an IT department. Number 8 is knowledge of state and city laws. As a property manager, you need to have knowledge of the state and local city real estate laws you want to operate in. Some of these laws and regulations include rent control, allowable rent increases, requirements for security deposit amounts, notice requirements, tenant screening criteria, maintenance obligations, eviction procedures, fair housing laws, and many more. Bottom line is you have to know the property management laws in the states and cities that you wish to do business in. Number 9 is communication skills. It seems like a no-brainer, but it is much easier said than done. Dealing with tenants and landlords all day is not an easy task, so before you get in the business, make sure you are able to multitask and be able to give proper attention to tenants and landlords because you will be speaking with both parties very often. Number 10 is time. Property management is a very time-consuming job and responsibility, so make sure you have time to visit the buildings you manage and speak with landlords, tenants, and vendors regularly. Lastly, it's important to not put too much on your plate so you can do a good job and pay proper attention to your current clients and tenants. So those are the few things you need to do to get going with your property management business, and hopefully these tips help you succeed. I'd love to hear from you. Please shoot me a DM, and if you like this content, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel.